Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Phee Smee Show with Manly Mark. As always, Manly Mark with Phee Smee. It's a nice, gloomy Monday here at the studio this morning. Phee, what do you know, man? How's it going?
Had an unbelievable weekend, Mark.
Well, tell me about it.
Markster. Well, I'm just in the news. It was just every thing I looked at was, well, is that important? Was that important? Was that important?
Is anything important?
That's what I was thinking. You're the guy who says nothing ever happens. I was thinking about you. I was saying, I just don't know if Israel, getting those Houthis in Yemen is going to make a big difference.
Nothing ever matters, Phee.
Nothing ever matters.
I don't get to the point where living doesn't even matter.
Oh my goodness gracious! Again, at some point we have to say he's just teasing, boys and girls.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't let the Clintons hear that.
I was traveling this weekend. Gave myself plenty of time to get back. Had basketball Saturday morning. Had basketball again Sunday afternoon. Ended up with a flat.
Oh, a flat tire, huh?
Now, flat on my driver's side, back left. Not a problem. I've got 15 basketballs in the back. I've got a batting tee. I've got baseballs. I've got a golf bag. I've got shoes. No problem for me to get all that out of the back in order to get to the spare, which I do. But then there's this little jack, and I can't get it out of what it's in.
Oh, okay.
So now I can't remove the jack. I have the tire tool, I have the tire, but I can't have the jack. So as I ponder calling roadside service, I call them, and a nice lady answered me from India.
Oh, naturally.
And she, after a while getting my location, she says it'll be $216.
Wow.
And I said, well, ma'am, I have the spare. I'm not looking for a tow. I'm just looking for a jack, and I can put the spare on. She goes, what would you like to spend? I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I said, $50. She said, I'm sorry, sir. If you have changed your mind, please call us back. About me.
Dadgum.
So I called my roadside service, and guess what you have to do, Mark?
What?
You have to fill out a big form on your phone.
Okay.
You call the number, then they connect you to another number, then they actually send you a link that you have to hit, then you have to fill out the information.
Right.
Okay. That's where I was when Mr. State Trooper pulled up behind me.
Okay.
Absolutely phenomenal, man.
Okay, so he wasn't being mean or nothing?
Oh, he was, not only was he's just phenomenal, great man. Officer Rideout, fantastic gentleman. And so he gets out, and I says, there's the spare, I just can't get this out of the jack. And he goes, looks at the jack, and he goes, I've got a better jack.
Okay.
So the state trooper pulls a jack out of the trunk of his car. What a gentleman. I said, sir, you don't have to do this. Okay. He goes over there, he jacks up my car.
Wow, okay. Oh.
And he takes off my other tire.
My word.
Okay. Now, when he takes it off the tire, he then tries to put the spare on.
Okay.
And it's not jacked up enough to put the spare on.
Okay.
So now I can't get my jack out of the car. His jack is not tall enough.
No.
But the flat tire is already off the tire.
Yeah.
So we can't move the
Oh, no.
So what happens then is Mr. State Trooper calls Mr. Tow Truck Company, which says it'll be another 45 minutes.
No.
So he gets there. He gets his jack out of the car. So basically it took 3 jacks, an hour and a half, with the state police officer being as sweet and kind and loving as he could, and the tow truck guy showing up. He says it'll be $71. I hand him $100. He doesn't have change.
Of course.
So I drive back, get home 20 minutes before basketball.
Dang.
And I go to basketball and had an unbelievably great weekend. Enjoyed myself. And even during the flat, I just spent so much time talking to Officer Rideout because we were waiting. Just a phenomenal gentleman.
You think you could tell him to tune into the Phee Smee Network?
No, I was going to, but I wanted to get his name and tell. I did tell him that got his name down. I talked to him all about his family and his children, and just a great family man. And, how he started in that business and how he worked his way up.
Sure,
and so,
sure.
Very good. But anyway, thank you to Officer Corbin and the tow truck company. Three jacks.
And did you tell him you get arrested all the time because your name?
No.
Okay, that'd been funny if he's like, "Oh, well, sir, you actually have some warrants."
If he would have actually run the license plate and come up with his gun drawn, I would have known that.
Yeah, that's funny.
But instead, no, we had an hour-long great conversation. But again, over the weekend, you got lots of paid protesters. Now you got the Illinois governor and the Illinois mayor saying that there's no way that Trump's going to bring in here with the National Guard.
He's just, are we under martial law or what's going on now?
They haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know what's going on.
They're going to move all the way across the United States.
Yeah, well, if they actually take care of this crime in these cities, great. But if it's, or if they're just getting the military in position for these sleeper cells, okay, great. These Chinese, Iranian sleeper cells, great. If they're going to just have the military everywhere and that be a normal part of our day-to-day life, not great.
Well, if you go to other countries, you just see people as soldiers with
machine guns everywhere.
Machine guns everywhere.
That's not supposed to be normal.
Yeah, that people just walk by like it's no. And every time I look at them, I think that's not normal.
No.
I think what you're going to find is that's going to become.
That's going to become normal, but that's not cool.
Yep.
That's not cool. We're not living in Soviet Russia, but we're going to be. Well, and the thing, what I got thinking about, Phee, we think the end times are coming up pretty quick, and for all intents and purposes, they are. But if they're not, all this stuff I've been showing you and talking about in my videos, man, how dystopian is it really going to get if it isn't going to happen quick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, just think if it was another 50 years.
Yeah, and all those things, the useless eater thing, the video games and drugs, all of those things, you'd be like, whoa. I mean, whoo.
And that's why, when it says 1,000 years to my Lord's like a day, that's why you don't predict time and the months and the years. There's matter of fact, I think it's either August 25th or September 25th. It's supposed to be just a big date for.
I see. I see all the time people like every September or August or every so often I just see another date. They say, "Oh, y'all get ready for the rapture. It's happening on September 28th," and it's like.
You got to be making a living.
But the thing is,
don't you think that's as bad as stealing kids? Let's make a living.
But what's sad is there are people who do that, who have 10 times more listeners and influence and money than us, and it's like
now they do, but they're mocking my Lord.
Yeah, I know it, but it's like I
don't think you want to do that.
Well, how easy is it to find an audience if you're just spouting that Jesus is coming back July 17th, 2032? You heard it here first, folks. I said instant million followers. Whoa, that easy. Okay.
Well, we'll do it the right way.
Well, naturally.
It's a long way, and Phee's been known to take shortcuts all his life, and but in this situation, we're not going there.
No, I'm just teasing around.
You're exactly right. It's like these mega churches. If you want 10,000 people a week coming and giving you their tithes and offerings, just tell them a real good feeling.
Well, you just got to tickle those ears a little bit.
Yep, National Guard members now carrying weapons in D.C. It didn't take but about 2 weeks.
No, interesting.
Same thing will be, and now you've got Israel hitting the Gaza hospital, killing at least 20 people.
Yeah, I got the video right here. You
want to show that?
I do. Of course, Israel accidentally hit a hospital. But so turn off your mic, Phee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
لا حصل الآن خليك يا الله راح الدفاع المدني قتلوا الناس استهداف كبير الآن كما تشاهدون في هذه الصورة تدمير كبير قصف عنيف جدا.
There you are. And that was what was the original headline you read?
Israeli hits hospital, 20 dead.
I'm wondering though, because that was the rescue crew and civil project teams that were just then bombed. So there was already a hospital hit. I'm wondering if that's the article just about the hospital getting hit, because these guys were the rescue crews and the ambulances trying to get the survivors out that then got bombed. It just, oh, you accidentally hit the hospital. Oh no. Oh no, then you accidentally hit the hospital again after people are trying to get, rescue the people who are in there. Oh no.
And the sad thing about it is there might be one guy there that 20 people had to die for them to get killed.
I know, and it's interesting that it always happens on live TV.
Yeah, that's rough. That makes it real. I mean, you just got to say to the camera crew that they're at the right place at the right time.
Well, I mean, I've seen several instances. There's I don't remember if you remember this video of the lady on live TV somewhere, and then her studio gets bombed while she's online. It has to run out, and it's like,
so that was in Iran.
Yeah.
Iran,
It's like, woo.
Defense minister, some of that lady, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Spooky.
Started falling from
Spooky. I mean,
that's
just
not gonna happen here at the face.
like imagine, like, oh no, the nukes are going off right now.
Over there, nah.
We'll get in the bunker that we boarded up for some reason. Foolish.
The Israeli strikes hit Yemen's capital in retaliation for the earlier Houthi attacks. These Houthis continue to send missiles almost daily into Israel.
Well, the thing
Israel's
is,
now just expanding the war, as you've said, that they're going to continue to do.
Well, the thing is, though, I thought that the Houthis were just supposed to have all these troops, all this firepower, all this, and that. But it's like, okay, well, if Israel's actually going to war against these folks, why aren't they unleashing this supposed wave of terror that they had? I mean, don't you remember hearing about how many manpower they had, how many this, and that?
Well,
where are they at?
They were fighting and really using their missiles to try to affect the commerce in that Bering Strait, that Red Sea.
Right.
That's where they were shooting. I don't know. Each one of these terrorist groups, I don't know what their strong suit is. When it comes to, one of them, you told me it was supposed to have like 100,000 people. Where are they?
Well, I thought that was the Houthis guy, the Houthi cats.
And you have the Hamas. It's obviously, living in caves under hospitals and schools.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It must be just a network of caves underneath our country.
There actually is. There actually is under our country.
I know there is.
You listen to truck drivers. Someone will tell you they've been on an entire highway systems where regular people can't go, just transporting who knows what. But I don't know, man.
Isn't that something?
It is true, man.
So when you think about, again, Manly Mark, when you start talking about to the public tunnels underground, people are thinking that you're talking about like a mole's hole and you've got to crawl through it. They're not thinking about 4-lane highway.
No, well, and there are just vast natural cave systems under America. Like you can look up just where these natural cave systems are, and they do go span and almost all the way across the country. But it's funny also because if you overlay the map of where all these cave systems are and overlay, like children disappearances, a big correlation between where a lot of these cave systems are and a lot of these children go missing. Just saying.
Not only have I read and seen that, but I've also actually seen the demographics of the children missing and that cave system and see how close it is to it.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Very interesting. And I don't even know if people realize what's up. If you can't see it, then whether it's wireless or whether it's underground, people don't think about it.
No, but it's real and it's out there, man.
It is real and it's right there. And I know that we've had a good time talking about some of these conspiracies, and some of them are just right on target.
Well, I mean, at that point, like what we just talked about wasn't even a conspiracy.
That's not a conspiracy theory.
No. I mean, I got a little conspiracy video we'll talk about later if we get talking about the end times. And we probably will, because we're always talking about the end times here on the Phee Smee Network.
That's what we're trying to do here. We try to get people prepared.
Prepared for the end times.
For accept
which is
my
going to
Lord
happen
Jesus Christ.
July 17th, 2032.
Again, he's having fun.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. We don't actually know.
This season, if they take that 1 second clip out, or that'll be hard for us to explain.
Well, no, you'd just say watch the whole video in context.
Yeah, can you not get the context?
People don't people don't have the attention span for context. Not that I'm hating on nobody.
Trump threatens to send National Guard troops to Baltimore.
Okay.
Do you not just think that they're going to go? What do you think is going to happen with this redistricting of Texas and California? You think that the Republicans will create 50 new seats in Texas, so California will do the same thing? 50 seats
I
out
guess that's what it looks like they're doing.
That's exactly
I'm just think it's all a hoax, man. All the voting stuff's just a hoax. Now, I mean, I guess it does matter for like congressional districts, this, and that. But, I mean, if they're just going to game the system either way now, does it even matter? No. It doesn't matter.
Nah.
They're just gaming it right there in front of our eyeballs. Then we just still act like it matters. Hey, my vote matters. My vote counts. Well, look at them. Look how easy it is for them just to toss and turn all this stuff to skew it in their favor, regardless of the vote. Okay, well, what's that tell you right there? Your one vote's already in a category that's been districted in a way to where your one voice doesn't matter because you've already been grouped in there with all the people who agree with you, regardless.
That's right.
So it's like, I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm saying.
It bothers no one anymore to think that, hey, we're trying to change the rules to get an advantage. And okay, y'all go ahead.
Yeah, but if you say,
rules.
well, I just don't participate in that, and I don't even vote. Oh, well, then you can't have an opinion. Well, yeah, I can. Why? Because I'm saying my opinion right now. But it's all just a game and a lie, man. Just to give you the illusion of choice, the illusion of control, when we're just hamsters on a wheel.
Hamsters on a wheel is what we normally do because they want you so busy that they can lie to you in a 24-hour news cycle, and you do not even remember it 3 weeks or 3 months.
No, because there's so much news.
And then, of course, they scare you. Like now they're saying measles are running across Texas, and Texas is looking to the CDC.
Yep.
And you're going to continue to have just things pop up.
Both my parents had measles.
Yep.
It's just a normal thing, man.
I know folks that have had their mother and father did not get on my vaccination for measles, and they all had measles.
Yeah, measles, chicken pox. I had chicken pox. I mean, my dad had measles, mumps, all that stuff. But it was just part of it, man. Part of it.
What do you think the advantages are for cashless bails? Because Trump is talking about cashless bails in D.C. Trump plans executive order to end cashless bail.
Well, I don't know what a cashless bail is.
Well, I think they're probably wiring money.
Probably that, and I bet maybe taking loans out, this and that. Well, I mean, I think it's probably a good thing to end it because all these murderers and criminals are getting off easy.
Because the one government's sending them their cash bails out of.
Yeah, I mean because
Does that sound fishy to you?
It does, but I mean I'm glad they're ending it because, well, I mean these criminals don't need to be getting back out on the street. These rapists and murderers.
They even started it was my point. I mean,
they started it in these liberal cities probably because they want the criminal out there. They want the crime rate high because they're in cahoots with it and profiting off of it. That's the point. It's like the kingpin. He's a businessman, politician, but he's a crime lord. That's what all these demos are.
That's all.
Well, that's what all those demos are, man. Crime lords.
Oh, you like RFK? And
I do like RFK. I like Tulsi.
There's good Democrats out there too.
Well, yeah, but I'm always going to use it as an insult. A demo. Hey, you old demo. What you know, old demo? Oh, what are you saying, demo? Or my kids, I'll say, get out of here, Democrats. No, you're a Democrat. Oh, no, I ain't. I don't know. But I ain't hating.
No.
Because, I mean, I don't even know that I'm a registered Republican.
You're not a registered anything, I don't think.
Probably not. I mean, I might be. I don't know. Just at this point, though, I think it's all just hogwash.
You get kind of disgusted with the whole game because nobody else is playing except you. I mean, they seem to be.
I guess, but at the same time, I'm still at the disadvantage because all these other people at least have the illusion that, it's like I have never watched The Matrix all the way through, but there's a guy, one of the bad guys, who's eating a steak or something, and he knows he's in the Matrix, but essentially he's like, might as well enjoy it. But but I just can't.
You can't enjoy it.
No, I can't enjoy it. I can't just immerse myself in the illusion enough to actually believe it and enjoy it, if that makes sense, or lose myself in it.
It does.
I'm always stuck on the outside, just peering in.
Well,
I'm serious.
Not only are you on the outside looking in, you're on the inside peering out. But let's
I don't know
about the Israeli trying to get ahead of this United Nations with these West Bank.
Seems like they're trying to expand their borders.
Trying to expand
The Greater Israel Project, anybody? You said would never happen.
And it will not ever happen during this time, but that's the end result for Israel.
Yeah.
And that's
If they want to bring about their Moshiach.
And that's the end result for some of the other of their conquests. But here's what we're setting up now. We're setting up Macron trying to get the United Nations fired up about doing this two-state solution.
Okay.
And then we have Israel that's trying to develop 3 different portions of the West Bank into 3 different territories. There's your showdown for the United Nations. You're going to have the whole world vote and approve this two-state solution.
Well, but it seems like Israel's just going to do what they want to do regardless.
And Israel and the United States is going to and then before, just because they vote on it, then they'll draw it up. They won't be.
Well, what are they going to distract the world with while all that's going on?
Well,
Aliens?
It looks like that could be a certain possibility, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Because everything and anything now in the last month is just
aliens.
Think about all the largest podcasters now talking about aliens. We were doing it 2 months ago. Now all the government hearings. What are you talking about? Your federal government's holding hearings? Yes. Not only are they holding hearings, but they've got whole committees on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And talk about how they're non-biological.
Now their naval officials are now testifying about it. What do you think they're setting it up for?
Well, they're going to either just tell us that they're our creators, or they're going to, because they're certainly not going to tell us that they're demons. I'm going to be sitting there saying, they're demons, they're walking among us, and I'm going to be
Tucker Carlson
spitting that holy water at them.
Together, and they were both saying they were.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know if holy water's legit.
I think they might be watching Manly Mark.
Well, probably not. I mean, Tucker Carlson's talking to folks in the government who've probably seen these things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm serious. But I don't know if just like walking down the road, I don't know if it's going to be the point where they're walking down the road and I'm just going to be whispering, in the name of Jesus, be gone. And he'll, I don't know if it's going to be like that or what, but they're getting ready to disclose it. But I just don't know. It's going to be deception no matter what it is. Now, if they just come out and say, hey, these guys are actually demons and they've been helping us this whole time, but they're actually friendly. Well, then I don't know what I'm going to think, because I'm going to think,
they can't do that.
no, because too many people would be like, no.
They can't do that. We lied to you for 30 years, but now we're
But
going to tell you the truth.
watch this video right here, and it might give an explanation of how it might go.
Blue beam is supposed to get rid of religion, because what will happen, according to the legend, is the holograms will manifest as whatever deity is dominant in the area, whether it's Jesus or Buddha, whomever. And atheists will see different things. And people will just freak out. Nationalism will go away.
Atheists will see different things. Like, why?
Because, according to the legend, the array or with the technology will manipulate your mind. Again, HAARP has been accused of this, because you can manipulate someone's mind with electromagnetic frequencies at the right frequencies. So they could just tell you to see something.
So, like, that specific?
That's specific.
Allegedly.
Now, I debunk a lot of it because the story originally came from a Canadian journalist named Serge Manasse, fascinating figure. He comes out with this theory that's bonkers, and then the Canadian government takes his kids away because they're homeschooled. He gets harassed by authorities. He gets hauled off to jail for spreading disinformation, dies of a heart attack the next day. So then, of course, that's just like, pew, that lights the fuse. So now it's like, what did he find? So, and he talked very publicly about all of this. So that's supposedly how it happens: is they manipulate our minds, they show us what we want to see, and then it's not like we won't resist authority. We'll beg for it. We'll just beg to take our freedom, take our rights, keep us safe.
Whoa. Because something huge is happening and we need to consolidate.
I feel like that's what would happen.
So that is a possibility. You know, Project Bluebeam has been in the works. You know, it's just been a popular conspiracy theory for a long time that they're going to fake the second coming of Jesus or fake an alien invasion, right?
When was that Operation Bluebeam first implemented?
Okay, let me just, you want me to look up? Now, I wouldn't even say it's been implemented, but just.
Well, I mean, they've been talking about, and you've been talking about
Yeah.
specifically, so it's at least, 10 years or 15 years? Or
Let me just, how old is, my AI will tell me, how old is Project Bluebeam? I bet it's really old.
I noticed a lot of your projects that are coming now that people are actually talking about.
Well, yeah, Project Bluebeam originated as a conspiracy theory proposed by Canadian journalist, that guy, he said, Sergei Monast, in 1994. Therefore, it is currently 31 years
It's
old.
30 years old, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that would have been, it normally takes anywhere between 21 and 30 years to change a culture. That's what they slowly move. And if you think about what in 1999, that was 25, 26 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about Y2K.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And that was, everything was
Fools.
gonna stop, all the computer chips, everything was going to stop after 2000. And so there was your before, a year before it happened, every day, Jesus coming back, it's Y2K, everything
Right.
shuts down, no trains will work, airplanes will crash.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then, of course, they just, they build you up and nothing happens on January 1, 2000. But if you just wait till September 11th, 2001, there was the crisis that people thought about in 2000.
Yeah, yeah.
They tell you this, and then when that date passes, everybody goes back to exciting, another one that didn't happen, another conspiracy that didn't work. Our government knows what they're doing, just building confidence, and then a year and a half later, boom. So same thing will happen over and over and over again.
Yeah, yeah.
Over and over and over again.
But I just use that as just an example to say, they're going to fool us, man.
Yes, they are.
They're going to fool us. But, I mean, so I don't know if they're going to use aliens to distract from the two-state solution. Probably not. But the alien card is definitely coming into the picture.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later. And I've been telling, I told my preacher this, you're going to need to get ahead of this. He's already talking about AI and stuff, so that's good. But he's going to need to get ahead of that UFO alien discourse. UAP, yeah. He's going to. All the Christian leaders are going to need to get ahead of it. What are you going to? When your congregation starts saying, "I saw a UFO last night," what are you going to say? Well, yeah, it's a visitor from another planet, and Christianity is just unique to Earth. Or, yeah, maybe they're our creators. Or are you going to say, "Look, man, that's a demon. That's a demon. Interdimensional demon, man, here to take your soul." That's what they are. But I don't know. I do know, but I do know.
Well, it's just one of a few ways they can actually get the whole world. You got to be very creative, man.
Well, because like right now they've got the dang old. It sound like Boomhauer. Dang old. They've got the directed energy weapons. And so it's like if these drones are as good, small enough, and these holograms are as convincing enough, all you got to do is fake an alien invasion, like melt a few cities with your directed energy weapons that you already got attached to satellites with some holograms of spaceships.
Called a Star Wars program.
Right, and people are thinking aliens are actually invading. I mean, it only takes one city, or 2 or 3 cities, or however many cities they got to melt with the directed energy weapons. But that would be easy to fake an alien invasion with. Or heck, if these UFOs or UAPs are in part our own government, right? All they'd have to do is fly those around and start zapping people with whatever technology that they already have, and we would think, oh, aliens. Oh.
Whatever they do, they're going to be trying to make the people think they're coming to the rescues to save them.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So
That this only solution is a united world government.
That's correct. And I wonder if they're going to do that in the United States, or whether these
probably
attacks will be outside the United States. If you see, the capital of Egypt or one over and so, and they're showing it on the worldwide television.
Well, I don't know. I bet they're going to have to actually get America pretty good for us to bow down, because
we're not bound down.
No, I mean, we'd be like, those aliens are over there. Ha! When they, we ain't worried about them. They're over there. But
we're not gonna bow down. We're gonna win.
If they melted New York City, then people would be like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I really have my heart goes out to those people in the cities. They're gonna have to be able to eat, and
there's gonna be a lot of eating for the first few weeks.
I mean, they're gonna have a real difficult time.
A real feast on flesh, man.
Now
it'll turn to the zombie apocalypse in those cities, man.
Well, I don't think so in the United States, but
man,
that's a possibility.
Oh man,
that's a possibility.
Possibility. 3 days. You got the kids somewhere.
The record-breaking Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant card bought by a group including Kevin O'Leary. Now I know you love sports ball, Mark, but how much do you think they paid for a card with a card? I said
$1.2 million.
I want to show you the card. I want you to be impressed by the card.
I'm not. I don't care about this kind of culture.
Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 sport ball entertainers.
2 sport ball entertainers with their autographs.
Yeah.
How much you think they sold for?
1.2.
1.2. Well, it's a little off. You want to guess again?
Okay. 15.
12.9 million.
Okay, I was right. Close when I said 15.
12. Yeah, you were close. A lot closer when you said 1.2.
Yeah.
See, I would have thought 1.2 was really strange.
Yeah. Me too. That's high.
But 13 million.
Man, people. I mean, well, you know what I mean? I mean, it'd be like if I got a lot of money, I might buy a cool Pokemon card. So what do I know?
I hope not.
I might.
What I was thinking, though, is that if you and I could actually get our own cards and then autograph them for people, then sooner or later in the future, they could actually purchase it from us.
See, that'd be fun.
12.9 million.
See, that'd be fun.
Your autograph. I have an autograph of Michael Jordan's.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would be worth a whole lot.
I don't know.
But I guess because it's not on that rookie card and they're not together.
No, I'd take it to pawn shop, see what they say.
I don't think they would be saying anywhere near 12.9 million.
Well, I said no, probably not.
Especially when it said to Phil.
Well, anyone out there want a Michael Jordan signature that says out to Phil? Any Phils out there?
Any million?
Millionaires out there?
We'll start the bidding at $500,000.
$500,000 for a Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
There he is.
Michael Jordan, sports ball player supreme, autograph made out to
and by
Phil.
the way, if you
sports ball supreme.
And if you'd like to have a Bo Jackson autograph.
Bo Jackson, whoever that guy is, he's.
Let me know that, and we'll send that right to you.
Yes.
For $500,000 or more. 12.9 million, Mark. Sir.
That's crazy. People.
12.9 million. I just thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Well, when I hear that, I really do think, okay, well, redistribute some of that wealth and give it to me. If you're going to waste it on an autograph, give it to me. Redistribute that wealth to me. The devil's had that money too long.
What do you think about these Chinese rolling out these dolls now and having this mall?
Well, it'll just further separate the sexes, the men and women, which is what they want.
You see what they're doing?
Yeah, man, they're just trying to make it to where the state is the sole source of babies. You know.
Yes, they are. They're going to have them. I think you're. I've told folks, if you haven't seen Manly Mark's episode Friday at noon, phenomenal. Best show, best information. I mean, just knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park with that situation. And we'll continue to because he's just ahead of the curve.
Well, what can I say? You just got to open your eyeballs.
Well, if they're awful nervous around you that you might just poke them.
I'm trying to poke those people's eyes so they can see.
Yeah, yes, you are.
I'm trying to poke your eyes open.
You're trying to remove
the lens they put on you.
The lens, absolutely. Well, I tell you this, Putin just putting the lens on over in Ukraine.
Well, what's going on? Ow.
They've got Sergei Lavrov over there, my main man that I just really, really like. he just handles himself really
Yeah,
well. He just reminds me of the old Russian dadgum.
He's a good statesman. He's a good statesman.
Communist.
Well, he probably was.
He is.
Yeah, he is,
Probably
was.
He is. But I mean, you still got to like him. Or you can say you'd love to hate him, whatever one you want.
Right. I mean, I like him. I don't have anything against the guy.
But he definitely just keeps telling them, if you want to negotiate with Russia, you need to start at the 2022 proposed agreement.
Proposed agreement, yes.
We will go from there. And that proposed agreement, the Europeans are not going to like it. And I don't think the United States, I think Trump's going to continue to distance himself from that.
You think so?
Do you remember that was 2 weeks ago of just intense?
Well, yeah.
We're meeting in Russia. We're meeting in Alaska. And then over the weekend, now we're meeting with all the European Union and coalition. Now,
yeah, what came of that?
Just Russia keeps bombing Ukraine.
Well, nothing ever happens, Phee.
Russia
Nothing ever happens.
Well, I mean, it's happening over there.
Yeah.
They just keep on. They're going to win that war unless the European countries come in there and start fighting against them.
I just don't know if they actually are or will.
They keep waiting on us, too.
Yeah.
And maybe that's going to be the falling out that I've been telling you about and will continue to tell you about.
I just have no idea. But I don't blame Putin. Why is he going to let up if they're not serious about the talks? Number one, and number two, if these talks are going to take 6 months and he can gain a significant edge over Ukraine in the meantime, why wouldn't he? He's not stupid,
Well, it's a war of attrition.
Especially, I mean, now these leaked files have been coming out. I'm sure you've seen where they've said that 1.7 million Ukrainians have already been killed, and it's like, ooh, that's far more than what they led you to believe initially. 1.7 million.
And they say 20,000. Russia's holding 20,000 of the kids for bargaining chips. So if they want their kids back, they ain't gonna be wanting the land back. They'll be glad to move around. So.
I have no idea about the kids, but
well, I mean, I guess every country and every organization uses kids for.
You'd be surprised how valuable those children are.
Yeah, and corporate espionage seems to be running rampant. So we don't know. Do you think everybody talks about Russia getting rid of Putin, and that's the way Putin ends up with them? But what do you think about Ukraine and getting rid of Zelensky?
He keeps canceling the elections, doesn't he?
I mean, I keep wondering which one's going to get the other one first.
Well, if I had to bet, I bet they're going to get Zelensky ousted first. I mean, come on. How many billions and billions of dollars have we sent over there? For what? They're still losing the war.
$350 billion so far.
They're still losing the war. Well, so it's like, come on now. Why don't we use those tax dollars to build a wall? Or why don't we use those tax dollars to help poor Americans? Or why don't we use those tax dollars to, I don't know, anything?
Cure some disease.
Cure cancer, as opposed to do some moral posturing in the face of a war we already know is lost. I don't know. Seems kind of silly.
Or it seems like, again, that we're back in the business of getting our nose.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't truly say you're America first and then give billions and billions of dollars over to these wars.
Well, Biden did.
And then no tax relief, no relief for the American people.
Yep.
I mean, come on now. Come on.
You can't, and they keep dogging Trump's tax relief as the best for the wealthy in the world. I'm like, the wealthy have always paid less taxes than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
And when you say less taxes, they still make up more of the pool. Does
right.
that make sense
yeah.
to you?
Yeah.
Of course, the person that's making $50,000 a year is getting the maximum tax deductions.
Mm-hmm.
But the folks that are making $10 billion a year, they're still paying in a whole lot of taxes.
Right.
It's just at 3%
right.
instead of 40 or 50.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it's at 8% instead of 50%. But 8% of $5 million is more. $5 billion is more. $500 million more.
Right.
So
right.
the pool still, you got to be able to pay them in order for them to pay the taxes. I don't see anything else, Mark, you want to talk about when it comes to this Ukraine-Russia war, because you already know nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Russia's going to continue to bomb them away.
Yeah,
and talk about trying to do something in the future. What do you think about Zuckerberg?
Interesting last name. first and foremost. But I mean, I think since he's got on testosterone lately, he's kind of manned up and seems kind of cool now. But I think he's a villain just because I think all of these large technology company founders and organizers or CEOs are all just inherently technocratic overlords.
Do you put him in the same category as the Bill Gates?
I would say yes, but not to a. I would say Zuckerberg isn't to a. Bill Gates is higher on the list of scary as than Zuckerberg. Now, maybe that's just I don't know as much about Zuckerberg, but Bill Gates is definitely more evil than Zuckerberg. But Zuckerberg is still. I don't trust him. Don't trust him. I mean, because it's like the whole metaverse thing, the whole idea with VR. It's cool and it's fun, but the end goal with that is to force us, in a sense, into a lower form of existence. Okay, you say, what do you mean? Well, right now we live in the 2D or 4D, however many dimensions we exist in, and we can only perceive so much. But they want to force us into existing in a lower form of existence. In VR, during the whole COVID thing, they thought, okay, finally, we're going to be able to pitch this whole metaverse thing where you live and exist and go hang out with your friends in the metaverse, this and that. Sounds cool and fun and be good for video games. And, if there is something going on, yeah, it's great. But at its very core, when they force us all into the satanic hive mind with these brain chips, they're going to force us into a lower form of existing. And they call it heaven, but it'll be hell. I mean, that's a little too metaphysical.
When you say that's, the mass mental conditioning and the reality of what they're trying to accomplish it sounds that just futuristic, very science fiction, never could happen, and it's already here.
Yeah, it's already here. I mean, think about these phones. We spend our present staring into the past of others. What did someone post 5 minutes ago? What did someone post 10 minutes ago? You're burning your present staring at the past. I mean, they're already forcing us into a lower form of existing. I mean, think about communication. How many words did I tell you that just go out of existence every year? Because it'll distill down to the point where we're just communicating.
20,000 words in the last 50 years or something.
Right, something like that. But it'll get to the point where you just communicate with emojis. Just emojis, and that conveys your entire sentence.
Going back to the caveman.
Right, but the point being is, in ancient Greek, they had 12 words to describe levels of fatigue. Well, that's, you think, right here already, I only have, I'm real tired. I'm pretty tired. I'm kind of tired. But 12 different words for levels of fatigue? I mean, think about
Let's see if we can do that. 12 different words.
I can't.
Let's go.
Well, no, I can't. I can't.
Sleepy?
No, I would. Those aren't. Those are different words.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But those are completely different words. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're similar, right? But I wouldn't say
similar from the emotional.
Right, but it's kind of like how in even the Bible we know the example of how there were 3 different words for love. This kind of love, agape, this kind of love, right?
Exactly.
But
Same thing with time.
But I don't think you could just say, "Hey, I kind of like you like a neighbor," and then that's what that word means. I think we just don't understand that mode of thought because that concept doesn't exist. If that makes sense, so we can come up with similar words to describe it, but unless you actually have that language in your mind and these concepts or whatever, I can't give you 12 different words to describe.
When it says love thy neighbor, the key there is what is the meaning of love to you?
Well, I mean, it depends.
But you think that meaning of love is different for everybody?
Yes, in a sense, but I think also just your language and understanding of your language would affect that as well, if that makes sense. Because they even have ideas where they say, "Hey, this idea doesn't translate very well because there's not really a good concept in English to describe this." You've heard people say that, but it's like,
I think I agree with it because
you don't have these thoughts because it's not in your language brain, in your brain.
Right.
But I mean, I attach that to what was the main thing we were even talking about? Why am I even talking about language like this?
For different.
But I say that.
Words
Well, but as time goes on, they're taking words away, which is affecting not only our ability to communicate, but our ability to perceive, our ability to, I don't know, man, exist. They're forcing us into a lower form of existing.
Like the VRs.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but
in a different dimension.
sounds great. But it's like I said, it's already happened with these dang telephones.
Well, don't you? People are now. I used to laugh. People would actually pay money. Told my kids wait till they're paying money to watch other people play video games. They've been doing that for 10 years.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. But or like the VR. I love the VR. Wish I could literally be in the video game. But if I knew, if I didn't think they were going to force me into a satanic hive mind, then I'd do it. But it's like, man, why can't you just let me go be in Skyrim or Minecraft? I want to go mine. Just let me go mine.
You want to be a closet archaeologist, like I told him at the pub one day. You didn't show up when Terry was giving me terrible coffee, and Jazzy G didn't ever show up, and the dadgum waitressing there. I'm telling you, he's not paying those folks a lot.
No, well, and I tell you, I feel like I looked up one time like little job postings for expeditions in places around the world, and it's like, man, if I didn't have a family, I'd sign up to be a little pack boy for some expedition. That'd be fun.
Indiana Jones, I'm telling you, that's who you are.
I think Montana Mark, actually.
Montana Mark.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I got Manly Mark, yeah, trademark, but also Montana Mark's been in. That's been my Indiana Jones persona for the last, 20, 15 years.
Let me ask you a question. This is serious.
Ask me.
Can you use a whip?
Yeah. I've been around cattle and had to work cattle, and they always have a bull whip. I've never used it to whip a cow, but just sitting around playing around, Yeah.
You can hit the mark with it.
Yeah, probably. I'd have to.
Want to hit a fly off a cow?
I don't know about that now. I don't know about that. I'm not that good.
Might have to rep it a couple times.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be something. It wouldn't be hard. Wouldn't be hard.
I think you'd be good there.
Well, but if I was in the Amazon, I don't know if I'd carry a whip just for the sake of being like Indiana Jones. I'd probably have some sort of 6-shooter. I'd have a sword.
You'd have a gun, and then you'd have a machete, and then you'd have a pistol.
Yeah, I'm not going in there. I don't have the ethics of Indiana Jones.
No.
I'm a lot more mean. Like, I don't know. Now,
Arkansas, Montana, Mark.
Well, I don't know. I just, hey, you're not going to put me on a stick and roast me over fire. I'm roasting the chief over fire, and now you guys are bound down to meat.
Uh-oh.
I'm just saying, chief's daughters are mine.
I can only imagine Manly Mark overseeing his own tribe.
No, I'd be nice. We'd have a good time.
It would be a nice.
We'd have a good time.
You'd have a good time.
I know it because it'd be like, I don't know, where those little societies like that where, oh, you're telling me the men hang out with their buddies all day and go hunting and fishing? The women tend to the little fields and tend to the herbs and spices and the vegetables. I'll take all the care of the kids all together in one big community. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that, man. Sign me up. Sign me up, please. Please. Y'all don't pay taxes? Oh, you pay taxes to the the chief?
The chief
oh,
Mark.
okay, cool. Yeah, but I don't even need tribute because I'm getting my own fish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just whatever. Just let me live. Just let me disappear and just live, man.
In your own tribe, in your own.
And eventually
can actually see.
Eventually they would, they'd think, well, he worships a strange god, and eventually they'd come to Christ. But
I was wondering what type of headdress you would have on.
Oh, I just have long hair.
Long flowing locks.
Yeah, man, I would.
You'd actually get some oxygen to your scalp.
Yeah, I know it. And they'd have some weird, like, lard-based head cream that makes sure I'd never go bald.
Just saying. Probably be some organic berries or something.
And we would just be having a good time. Life like that is how we're supposed to live, man.
That's the way you've always wanted to live, and I believe at some point in your life, that's the way you're going to live.
Yeah, but if you got to do it with a nagging wife and kids, it sure takes the joy out of it.
Yeah, and working that field and working that plow that you're going to be doing.
And I'm a terrible fisherman.
Are you really bad fishing?
I can catch fish, but
what about you? Can you run a trot line? Or do you have to catch them on the pole?
Well, I catch them on a pole, but if you just mean if I was hanging a string across the creek and putting some little lines on it, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, because you're
easy.
At that point, you're not it's not for the enjoyment.
Well, no.
It's to feed the family.
Well, yeah, if it was something like that, yeah, I'd rig up something. I'd rig up some sort of automation. I'd have to.
Well, I think that you're you would be very, very good as a jug fisherman and a trot line fisherman, even if you couldn't operate. Hey, put the lure between the cypress and
Yeah, no, I don't know about nothing like that. Don't know nothing like that now.
Well, one of my.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to get this business going, so you can put me out on the trail now. So these people tuning in can see Manly Mark out on the camping trail, hiking trail.
I talked to him about the way you would like your aesthetically pleasing camp to go.
Yes.
With the glow of the lamps.
Yes, you have to.
The hammock that's hung up and the attention that you spend on trying to prepare your
Well, it would almost be like an ASMR experience.
What's that?
You know, like those videos where people are like, hey, let me listen to the sounds of people getting their hair brushed, the sounds of, I don't know, just like people get like super sensitive to mics and it'd be like, now listen to the crackle of the fire.
The crackling of the fire and the glowing of the fire,
Yeah,
but yet the mic could not get close enough to be burned.
Well, no, I know, but it just means the ASMR part would be they'd be watching the glow of the campfire and the hammock sway, and it'd be, I'd go in there and say, now Manly Mark's going to bed.
Would you
just
smoke a pipe and stuff?
Yeah, I would, and they'd just hear a psh, psh, and then they would just hear a little crackle of the fire. I'd get cedar branches, so it would actually crackle, pop, and then they'd just see me at some point go, oh, and go and crawl into the hammock and sway and glow all night, and then listen to the crackle of the fire. It'd be an ASMR experience, as well as
they'd watch you on the hammock sleeping all night with the fire in front of you crackling.
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't see me because I'd be in the way my hammock's, you zip it up, it's closed system, but that's,
They know somebody's in the hammock.
yeah, and that's fine, but,
It seems like it'd just be absolutely great. My deal is, if I did it, it would go from 45 degrees at night to 15 degrees.
That's okay, because I prefer cold camping, honestly, because then it's like, well, nothing beats you. I don't get cold hiking, so I'm hiking. Okay, it's time to set up camp. Sun's about to go down, or it's when during the kind of fall and winter, you got to set up camp earlier. But okay, it's going to be dark in an hour. Let me find a camping spot. So hike a little bit till you off the trail, find the best spot. Then you start finding firewood, find a giant pile, set me up a fire, get that going, set my hammock, everything. It's like I don't know. I like cold camping because then you're actually sitting around the fire and warm and toasty. You have the gear to stay warm at night, so it's not like I crawl in my hammock and I think, oh, I can't go to sleep, I'm so cold. It's crawl in my hammock and think, oh, I'm nice and warm.
You don't, when it's real hot or real cold, it doesn't bother you. But when it's wet or rainy or windy, it does bother you.
Yeah, well,
when you don't wish to be out there, you don't care.
I don't care if I have the proper equipment. It was just that week-long hike, I didn't have my my bottom pad, so it didn't matter where I laid. The wind or the breeze would just suck the heat off anything touching the bottom of the hammock. Even if I was on the ground would just suck the heat out of me. So I was warm. It's weird, almost like I could, I had my top half was warm, but my bottom half was just cold. And I just got wet, socks wet. It just rained on me, which that wasn't bad because I had a poncho, so my gear stayed dry. So that wasn't bad, but it just, it wasn't fun hiking for 3 days in the rain,
Like it takes 3 jacks to get
days in the rain. Because I honestly reached new levels of misery that I didn't think was possible in my mind. Like I'm serious.
That's good though.
You
realize that you had a different area. You were not going to quit, are you?
No, because it was I kind of compare it to when I used to run cross country, it'd be like sometimes you just literally want to fall over and die. You're just so miserable because you're just okay. It's say 20 minutes. It's kind of slow for a 5K, sure, but just in general of running as fast as you can, which I know they're just jogging, but for jogging a pretty good pace for 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes of just absolutely wishing you were dead. Miserable. I compare that to that, and not that I was just winded or physically exhausted, but just the cold, wet, hadn't slept well in 3 or 4 nights, just step after step, just wearing glasses that were just fogged over and wetted over, and just miserable, just hour after hour.
Enduring that.
Yeah, just miserable.
You celebrate the good times.
Yeah, it's still a good time.
That was enduring right there.
It was still a good time overall. I don't look back and say it was a bad experience, but it was just, it was miserable. But, I mean, that in of itself is the experience, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been miserable before in those type of situations, and when you get out of them, you're like, well, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, but I also like the idea of, maybe this is why I like camping so much. Like, I like the idea of doing something that someone would say, that sounds terrible and miserable, and I'm having a good time doing it. Like, because, you know, I enjoy nature, I enjoy hiking, but then it's like, you know, you go out there, I know I'm going to have a fire all night. I know I can sleep in my hammock tonight, even though it's 15 degrees, and be warm and wake up in the morning and, you know, icicles on the little waterfall that, you know, that's, you know, that's someone.
And happy.
And well, it's fun. It's fun. That's fun. Because, you know, at that point, I was a bachelor, so I'd be spending the evenings alone anyways, just sitting around a fire in my yard or hanging out on my porch with a lantern, sitting there, chiefing on a pipe. So I just literally thought, well, every weekend, I'm not doing nothing anyway, so I would just find a 15-mile loop or a 10-mile loop or whatever loop, go out there and on a little backpacking trip, and that's what I did. I'd set up my camp, get it aesthetically pleasing, prop up, cook my supper or whatever, and just live, man. Hang out.
Did you ever have a physical book with you or something you read?
No.
Just on
I play on my phone, but I do like to read now. I just need to get a little Kindle or something just to bring with me. But I would just mostly just sit and ponder, or I'd listen to music, or sometimes I'd even listen to. This is crazy because I'm super superstitious, but I'd bring a little bitty speaker and I'd listen to spooky stories on my podcast.
Oh wow!
Podcast, you know.
So spooky stories out on the by yourself.
I had my dog.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't, you know, because even sometimes in the middle, I'd be like, what am I doing? But for some reason, I don't know. When I'm actually out there doing it, I'm able to keep a mindset of, meh, I'm keeping all those spooky demon thoughts out of my head. But I don't know. If I actually heard or saw something, they're coming to my head. But
well, did you have the speaker with you when you heard Bigfoot?
No.
Well, that right there tells me that it didn't. The speaker had nothing to do.
I tell you, I heard it. Devil's Den, man.
Well, there's a lot of things going on in the world, folks. I just enjoyed hearing the last 5 minutes of Mark telling me about his camping. We've got to get that on. We've got to get the golf going and stuff. We're just prioritizing what we have to do right now.
Well, yeah.
A library of information out and documenting everything that we're talking about. So it's exciting for me just to hear. I just want to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
To watch him go out there and do that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Manly Mark will be back at 12 noon.
Be back at
today,
noon. Yeah.
And he'll have something special.
Well. And
then I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. for Night with Phee. You guys enjoy a wonderful Monday at the